And I'm joined now by His Excellency Suhail Al Mazrouei. He is the Minister of Energy and Industry here in the United Arab Emirates. Thank you so much for taking the time. It's been a very, very busy year for you. It's been a very, very busy few weeks here. And when we look at the state of the market, let's just look at the state of the oil market at the moment, state of the economy and the state of the fundamentals. Where do you say the market is right now?
I think if we look at the fundamentals, I think we are okay. We are we reached the 5 years average in the summer. We are very close to that. We're still below the 5 years average a bit. In terms of forecast for next year, that's I think where some of the changes are happening. We are seeing the forecast for next year from an economy point of view still good. But not maybe as it was in 2018, but I think it's still good with when the IMF showed their report of 3.7 growth. I think that's a very healthy number. We are having a growth in demand of around 1.3 million barrel if we look at the average. Some are higher. And if we look at where, as I said earlier, where are the inventories in either OECD or the US, in terms of the 5 years average, we are not far from the average of the 5 years. Much better position than where we were in the past. And we look forward to having a positive meeting. We had a very good JMMC just before ADIPEC, where the recommendation from the technical group was there is a requirement to maybe change strategy and look at adjustment of production for the year 2019, and talking to several of the ministers, my colleagues, everyone is supportive of whatever keep that balance in the inventories. We're not going to let go of all of the achievements we had together with non-OPEC, go away, going to the building inventory state. So I think there should not be an exaggeration in the need and in the lack of not taking a decision by OPEC and non-OPEC.
Now, when we look at some speculators in the market, and we do in November now see a bit of a sell-off in the market, what can you do to really mitigate that? And should we just really look back at fundamentals and look at the strength?
I think we should always look at the fundamentals because they are the base. Those sell-offs, they come and go. Those are very short term, and we cannot prevent them. I think it's the market sentiment. Sometimes the geopolitics as well does not help in setting the expectations. We are dealing with so many factors, but the factors that in our hand is the inventories, keeping supply and demand in balance, and I think that's what we will focus on in 2019. That will be the focus of that has been historically the focus of OPEC, and we will continue doing that. And I'm optimistic that we will always do what the necessary actions to keep the market at balance.
And it's really that long-term focus too. When we look at the declaration of cooperation that's been in place now, what is the UAE position on that still as we come to the close of 2018?
I think the UAE sees that we need to continue, and talking to all of the members from the non-OPEC, they are also keen to continue. We put together as UAE, together with the Secretariat and some members, a proposal. We shared it with the member countries for us to stay together, some sort of a charter, and we gave the ministers a chance to review it and come back. So I'm hoping that we can endorse it or renew the continuation. But I don't see us not continuing together for 2019. And I think everyone who have joined us have benefited from the data, from understanding how we work. We're not a cartel. We leave the decisions of production to the countries. That's their sovereign right. What we do is we collect data, we advise, and we advise to keep the market balance and we've been doing it right and good. We balance the market, so I think the likelihood of us continuing doing that and succeeding in doing that is very high.
Now, you've had a very busy presidency in 2018, without a doubt. Very visible, very busy as well, too. Just take us back over that, because you must have some fond memories of that, and tremendous, I think, trust and cooperation and work with all of the OPEC and the non-OPEC. There's been some fabulous achievements. I think we all have to congratulate you for that.
Thank you, and I think I was lucky. I was lucky with the team I had, and I was lucky having leaders like His Excellency Khalid Al-Falih and His Excellency Alexander Novak leading the JMMC. The JMMC have helped us a lot keep the focus on what we need to do. We have done I think a tremendous job together. It's exciting, and we manage I think the biggest achievement is that we managed to to bring back the inventories to the level that they were supposed to be at, which is the 5 years average. I think that's a huge accomplishment. We promised to do that during 2018, and I think we did it. So that's one of the deliveries, and we promised as well to have investment coming back. And I think the current year average price environment had encouraged many companies and the national oil companies to bring back investments. One of them is ADNOC. They have announced a $132 billion of new investments in the next 5 years. I think all of those are signs of recovery for the market and signs that investors are keen to put money. The third promise that we put is to put a charter, and I think we did our job. We put the charter, and hopefully we will leave OPEC with a proper document that hopefully got endorsed and keep us together.
Now, of course, many of the ministers, too, your fellow ministers, were here at ADIPEC 2018, probably more than ever before. I think tremendous support here. How important was it that there were so many here? And again, really, in a way, celebrating all of the great work 2018 for ADIPEC 2018, really re-energized. Tell me what you think about the concept here and what's been happening.
I think ADIPEC is growing to become the event for the industry, the must-attend event in the calendar of most, if not all, of the major CEOs. We get the ministers coming, supporting their pavilions and their companies as well, who are increasing their presence. Some of the ministers came for the first time and they regretted not coming for the years before, and they said, "We're sorry, we did not take your invitation when I sent it to them earlier." I think now the ADIPEC have reached a stage where it's a world must-attend event for the industry, and I think that's a testimony of the hard work that the organizers, the National Oil Company, ADNOC, have put in taking ADIPEC from where it was to where it is today. We're very proud of ADIPEC, and I think it's if I am not an Emirati, I would definitely come to ADIPEC to network and to look at the technology, the latest technologies in the field.